Welcome to our abandoned apartment in a Soviet building, and I'm gonna give you a tour of it.
Before we show you the inside, we want to show you first the outside and explain you a bit about the building. The building is a 3-story building. We are right in the center of it. It is a very small apartment building. These Soviet apartment buildings can get very tall and very big, and this is a mini version. So let's make our way inside, and we have the middle apartment, which is actually the single room apartment. On the sides are 1 3-bedroom apartment, 3-room apartment. You can make them as bedrooms or living rooms. And then the other side has the 2-room apartments. So 1 bedroom, 1 living room, or just 2 bedrooms, depending how you want to live in it. The stairways are definitely old Soviet Union, and I don't think they have seen paint since they've been built. As long as the concrete's not crumbling down, we can walk up the stairs, and in the middle is our apartment. Let's go inside now and show you the full tour of our old Soviet abandoned apartment.
Okay, this is quite awkward because, as you know, we have a farmhouse and we are quite a lot of people, because I felt like the whole building heard me. But as I said, now loud and clear, welcome to our abandoned Soviet Union apartment. And yeah, it's pretty small. I'm gonna give you a quick tour about it, and then David is gonna explain you more of it, what we're gonna do with it and everything. So I guess let's get started. This is the living area. And as far as David told me, this apartment has stayed empty for 4 years. So I guess that makes it kind of abandoned. So here we have the living area, living bedroom area is gonna be combined all in one. And as you can see, we already have brought the first thing, our fridge. More on that later. And then we're moving on to kind of like a balcony. They have those balconies, not like open balconies, they have them also closed in because they use them as an extra storage, and more like also plant heat room, I guess. So it's like a multi-use because, you know, we are in the north, so we don't have a lot of hot months, so that's why it is enclosed. And it is kind of connected with a big, nice window towards the kitchen. So let's now go backwards. It also has this beautiful door, really narrow, but I really kind of like this one. At first when I saw it, I actually thought it was stained glass, but no, it is a sticker. Really badly sticked sticker. One good thing that it has one plastic window already, really nice and big. Really like this one. You literally feel like you're outside. That's really nice. And it has also kind of a like nice view. Pretty nice. So now moving on back to the entrance. So this is kind of the entrance of the house. We don't have electricity, so sorry if it's dark. There we have a closet room. A bit dark, wait.
The camera is pretty good. You can see the shape of it.
Can you see the shape of it? Okay, well I still need your phone for flashlight because we're moving to that side. So here we have another closet. Pretty good. I really like kind of the tapete. It's like really old school looking. It's like almost kind of like
that is Soviet era.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what my grandparents had in their building.
Oh. Okay, so that's pretty nice. So then we have the bathroom with this beautiful, if you know us, we had this green all over our house, our homestead farmhouse. This green was hunting us everywhere, so loving to see it here again. I think that was like a 70s, no, like an 80s kind of thing. Like everyone was painting things that color, I feel. And so is the whole bathroom. Beautiful, green. Love that color. And yeah, I mean, it has a bathtub, it has a toilet, and it has a sink, has a heating boiler. So that's pretty good. Has already all those things inside. Only thing is that every door is very small and tiny and squishy. I don't know if you can tell. I'm quite of a small person, so it kind of, I feel squished in it. But it's okay. Make the best out of the space we have. And lastly, we have the kitchen. So this is the kitchen dining area. I love the, how's it called? Wallpaper. The wallpaper, it's my favorite. No, I hate it. Why would you choose that wallpaper? Anyways, so yeah, and that is kind of it with the tour, I guess. I mean, it's only like roughly 22 square meters. The living room, bedroom area is like 15, so including those things together with the outside balcony, the bathroom, it kind of adds up to 20-ish. Not exactly sure, but yeah, so that is a pretty small and cozy little apartment that we are gonna be trying to transform into an actual living place and do some small work here and there. So I'm gonna hand on the camera, we're gonna swap with David and he's gonna explain you more of this whole apartment. But actually, before David gives you a full explanation about it, I think this apartment deserves some close-ups, so let's enjoy some cinematic, beautiful B-rolls of the apartment of the before, and then we're gonna get on with the explanation of how and why. I can hear the neighbors, so my whole tour they just heard me? Because I feel like they're outside smoking. Like, how can you make a plug that dirty?
Go the other side.
Which side? What? How? You can't find this one. Well, we do have a creepy story about it, so someone told us things that.
Hey, I used to have a double door. That would actually be making so much sense how a double door.
Really love that green.
It's everywhere. It's the whole theme of the place. And you can see it under the... Oh no, that's just a leak. That's how far it leaked.
Beautiful. There's mirrors everywhere.
And
Mirror one.
Even more.
Mirror one. Well, that's not everywhere. Actually, it's only two.
Oh,
You said they're everywhere.
It used to
Mirror
be
two.
everywhere.
I mean, this is a nice full body mirror
It's
with
not a bad mirror.
auto closing door.
Almost auto shutting as well.
And that's it. Where do you see the other mirror?
Or something. Yeah, I can see it.
Can I ask a question? Like a good question. Why do you need a mirror in the kitchen?
Look pretty.
To do like the last touch-ups.
And then do a final.
And then do the final touch-up at the
Here.
bathroom.
Look.
I mean, that could not be a mirror. That
This
could also be
was a
other
mirror.
things.
This could have been a mirror.
So
I said it could.
you cannot even do like an outfit check, like.
This is like Soviet style. This is what I had in my mirrors in my house.
But you cannot literally like leave the door. Outfit check. You can see the toilet.
It's almost like it is haunted. What is this for? Do not disturb.
To hang a sock on. Like, do you see my outfit? Do you see my outfit? That's it, that's all you see. Green, green grass. It is actually grass. It is actually grass. I was joking about the green, green grass.
It's the same green though.
Matching, matching.
Oh my god, I'm really obsessed with green. And the pens was everywhere. Wallpapers were everywhere.
Love it. I love it. Like, I do want to feel like I'm bathing in grass.
Oh, there it is as well.
Yes, the same. They matched it. Like, give
Wow.
them credit for
Hey, it
that.
has 3D.
Oh, wow.
So it really feels like grass probably with
Can you see it? Yeah, you can't see it in the camera. Wow.
And then the
Ooh,
brown
wait.
tiles. The brown tiles might be coming back. Ooh, some free things. Oh, there's a different laminate under this laminate, I think.
Wait.
I think there's
Linolay.
the wood one. Linolay, yeah. The wood linolay is under. If that
Extra
linolay-
cushioning. And then we are gonna add another linolay on top. It's just gonna be triple linolay.
We don't take these ones off, we just add more on top, right?
Just for the softness of it.
There's no softness to it. This ain't soft linolay. So, you may be wondering, what is this apartment for us and what is it for? Well, this is not ours legally. It's actually going to be for my brother. He's renting it currently with the option in few months to be able to buy it over on kind of a loan with no percent. So he's going to be able to purchase it. It's going to be around 6,000 to 7,000. So it's a good deal for him, good investment. And since he has the contract signed, no one can legally kick him out. It is not a private, it's a government-owned apartment. So it is pretty much now his until he wants to move out. So we are going to start renovating it, but we're not going to go all out and crazy here. We have a limited budget. We have insane amount of work to do at home. We have the tiny house, we have our own bathroom and all the other jobs on top of everything. So this is going to be a super quick turnaround. We're trying to do this under 500, let's say, is max budget. So we just want to make the walls nice and bright again, take off this old wallpaper, clear up the old junk, give it a nice fresh paint. Floors, maybe just gonna put some basic temporary floors. The problem is, the more we put in, the more the value increases. Whenever they come to evaluate it for it to be sold, that's going to be something that we need to take into account. So we can't put wood floors in here because that's going to increase the cost. We do have a big repair need to be done on the balcony window. That one is falling out. It wasn't that bad when we first came here. Now it's already worse because it's been a big storm. Wind was blowing like this, so it has already blown them out a lot more. So that's urgently needs to be replaced. That's going to increase the cost, but it's something we also can't avoid and leave. Like if it was, you know, in good intact condition, few months you could leave it. But how it is now, we do have to actually fix it. So that has to be done. Rest of it, the kitchen and furniture you put in, that doesn't count to increasing value because that's something you take out, such as, you know, all the kitchen, like kitchen and furniture, anything you add, that's going to be not part of the value. But if you change the floors, anything else adds to the value. So last thing I want to talk about is the situation, how we're going to do it. As you can see, we have brought our old fridge here. It's perfectly working fridge. It's just that we got an upgrade and we are a lot happier with that. But this is a working fridge, just doesn't have a freezer. That's the biggest minus this one has or doesn't have. Plus there's going to be so many things coming in here from the things that we have taken out of our property already, since we have gone through already like a second upgrade, like a washing machine. We have the sink, we have lots of taps and lots of kind of things that we don't need anymore and will never use. So those things I have kept like a hoarder, and those things will now come to use because we don't have the budget, since we have insane amount of projects to do before winter, and he just started his job and the money is completely like almost empty. So to be honest, it's completely going to be cutting corners here, left, right, and center. We are going to be just doing bare minimum. It's going to be the typical, like you see a guy moves into a house, he has just a mattress and a TV. That's how it's going to be kind of. So we're going to just do the bare minimum because that's how much we can afford at this point. Of course, we are going to do the paint, we are going to do the floors. We're going to make it look nice. I think if we do a video, we do have to make it a bit nice as well. So the budget is low, but it's not like completely empty. It's not going to be completely as it is staying either.
So with all of those details said, we do have kind of like the story of how this house actually got to the government and why it has stayed empty for so long. So kind of the story is that yesterday David and his brother came and brought the fridge, and they saw one of the neighbors, and they said that actually the older person, like a grandpa, was living here, passed away, and his daughter or granddaughter is living in UK, so she rejected, she didn't want it, so there was no one else to take it, and that's why the government took it over. So that is a slight bit of a creepy part of the story, that someone actually passed away in here. But honestly speaking, in our house, you also don't know the backstory, so it is what it is. And yeah, we, as I said, gonna do a small minimal renovation just to make it less looking like that. And just, I think just like white walls and a new linoleum floor is just gonna make such a huge difference and will make it definitely feel much more homey. But I feel for one person for now, it is definitely a perfect size. It is small and cozy. Me and David, I could not see a couple living in here in our current state, like we have so many things. But for one person, I think this apartment is ideal. And yeah, so let us know in the comments down below how excited you are for those kind of series. I don't know how many videos it's gonna be and how much we're gonna split it, because we wanna do the work quite quick. We don't wanna stretch the videos too much detail. So we wanna get through the work pretty quick. And yeah, if you hype up this project and you really enjoy it, and we see that it goes quite huge as a project and videos, we will consider on getting one of those ourselves, since we do like doing renovation besides our house. Like, we do enjoy it. So let us know what you think of that. And yeah, so not sure when this video is gonna go up, because we do have our tiny house series, so we are kind of working all over the place at the same time, but just not posting everything, just so don't confuse people. So we want to finish one project at a time, then the next one and the next one. So that's why we're going back and forth. Like, for us, we're working back and forth, but for you, it's just gonna look like one nice series. So yeah, I guess that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the little tour. I hope you are excited for the project, and we're gonna see you in the next one, which is gonna be part 1 of renovating this old Soviet Union apartment. Well, abandoned, well, still abandoned. So yeah, see you then.